The Smart Hashtag 1 is a vehicle that has a lot of opportunity to sell very well. It's in that small vehicle category, and it has excellent space functionality in the second row, and the vehicle is very well powered, has excellent safety, has some good look attributes, and the list goes on. So if there's anything there that needs improving, let's set up the project and get those improvements through. Let's not miss any of the opportunity there that is with the Smart Hashtag 1. It's just in its early days. The midlife update, the next generation, we look forward to what it can be. So the Smart Hashtag 1 has a weakness in that the cockpit is crowded. The center console is too high and too thick. And then on the other side, the door is too thick, and down low it's got a container area for another water bottle or something, and up high it's got the handle system. So it's crowded on coming in from both sides, and this means that the vehicle is not compatible with quite a lot of people, and that can lose sales. And it's easily fixable. Redesign, put a project team together and redesign the center console, and look to the Bugatti vehicle, the 2024 released vehicle, where they really showcased a beautiful center console. Well, you don't have to carry over all of the ways they did it. It doesn't have to have that expense, but make a very slim center console, and it can run high and have useful functionalities there, easy access to the driver, and then have it arc down, and when it gets to between the seats, the center console area needs to run lower, needs to be lower, because it is running too high all the way through. And this means it also crowds the elbow of many people. It's really attacking the elbow. It's too high. And this is a problem. It's a comfort problem. It's an enjoyment of driving. And it's a safety factor. You should not be having frustrations in the cockpit. If the driver makes a mistake, it can be highly costly. Let's have the driver well accommodated. So the taller person can have a taller torso, and then it could be combined with a longer arm, and pluses and minuses, and it turns out with the same problem. But they may find this is not such a problem, their elbow being attacked. Maybe it works okay for them, but the majority of people are not as tall as this person in this photo, and many of the buyers looking towards this vehicle will be more towards shorter, and then the torso is shorter, and that means it's set up for where the shoulder is, and then the natural fall of the upper arm, and then where the elbow would naturally be, then the center console here between the seats is too high. And this means it's attacking the elbow, it's crowding the elbow, and it's uncomfortable. And that's a problem. So it's fixable. It has to the center airbag has to be accommodated for. So that's just part of the redesign process. But what's involved in this is prioritizing space and safety and volume of sales. You can get a lot more sales potentially. The vehicle is compatible with many more people than it otherwise would have been if you make the cockpit spacious. So what gives here, it's a trade-off. It's about a priority. You prioritize space, comfort, safety, and with it all, you get that volume of sales. You access a lot more buyers because the vehicle fits a lot more buyers. And so you are sacrificing a few storage spaces, but do that. And in the door, so on the outside, have no storage space down low for the extra bottle. Just don't have one. And have the door handle a bit slimmer, make that whole door system a few centimeters slimmer. And then on the inside, the center here, have the center console truly thin. And again, look at the Bugatti vehicle released in 2024 and have a thin spine coming through and arc it down. So it has dials for functionalities there. And then it needs to arc down and get low so that between the seats, you don't have the elbow being attacked. And then if there's going to be an armrest or not, well, there's a number of ways to approach that. And can you make it adjustable in height so that the person can fit it to themselves? So as the vehicle was originally made, this center console runs too high all the way, and it's crowding the knee, it's crowding the hip, it's crowding the thigh, and it's also then too high at the elbow point, and it's attacking a lot of people's elbows. So it's failing in a number of serious ways, and it's all fixable. So put a team together, set up the project, and rework it. And then there's broadly two approaches. Either all vehicles have the thinner spine system, and that's how the Smart Hashtag 1 is from now on, or you have an option in the configurator where you are offering people the thinner door to give more space on that side, and the thin, not just thinner, but the thin central console, so that we're really prioritizing space. Go all the way, provide the spacious option, and then people can select it. Reviewers can talk about it, show the thin option, and then they can say, well, yeah, that's the one I prefer. It's not attacking my elbow. Now I've got knee space, I've got hip space, I've got thigh space. That's the one I would order. I love this one much better. They did a good styling job with it. It's very different. It's thin, but what it gives you is a lot of space, and that is the priority for many, and it's the priority for me. That's the one I'd buy. So says reviewer after reviewer. So at the very least, offer it as an option, and then there's sort of two ways the vehicle can be set up this way in respect to this. Or you go with the other one, and all vehicles from now on have the space priority, spaciousness priority. So that's a fix that the Smart Hashtag 1 would be valuably improved by. And this vehicle, again, has such opportunity, such possibility to sell very well around the world. And this would help it get more sales and displace the combustion engine vehicle sales. The Smart Hashtag 1 has a job to do. It can do a lot of good. So let's make the most of what it can be. And so asking Smart, the company, to take on this project and do a good job with it and provide the Smart Hashtag 1 with the spaciousness that many would prioritize and appreciate. And in that, Smart will be able to access more sales because the vehicle will be physically compatible with many more people than it otherwise would have been. It's got good headroom in the first row, second row, and etc. Some good visibility out and so on. It's ticking a lot of boxes, but they're crowding the cockpit, they're crowding the driver, and this is sort of an unforced error. It needs a rethink. You need to prioritize space and go all the way and truly prioritize the space and do a proper job with it, and then the vehicle would be upgraded, and the vehicle would be favoured by many that otherwise would have walked past it because they just didn't fit in it properly. So that's the project, and I'll end the file there, the video there, the usual thing, subscribe and thumbs up on the video and plus or minus comment. Thanks.